Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Monday. I want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as season. I got a word for you. Tap in. I want to talk to you guys about 10 things that I'm just not doing in this season. 10 things that I'm just not doing in this season. And a lot of you are here. The crazy thing is, it's really in contrast to the things that we probably used to do. But of course, you know, with elevation comes different mindsets, different things to steward. So you just don't have time for a lot of the things that you had time for before. And people aren't getting it. They're just thinking listen, it's a new chef in town, period. It's a new chef in town. Either you get with it or you get gone, point blank, period. And it is the opposite of who you used to be, because you're so used to being to everybody's beck and call any time of day. And honey, it's just God got you in a season now where God has been clear. God have, All right, let's start. Number one, your emergency is not my emergency. Your emergency is not my emergency. Meaning, I have no problem helping you, right? I have no problem helping you if God gives the okay. But what you ain't gonna do is disturb my peace by calling me at 4:59 and your lights are going to be turned off by 5 o'clock. Where before, you would stop your whole day. You would be in the middle of cutting your lawn, honey. You're sweating from head to toe, whatever you got going on. And when these folks call you, you leave the lawnmower. You don't run to their beck and call. You come back and your lawn is sitting there for 5 days because you stopped what you're doing, because people won't even respect your time and understand that their emergency is not your emergency. But see, never mind. Okay, number two. Forgiveness does not equate to reconciliation. This is a huge problem in the religious community about forgiveness, right? They push forgiveness, which it is absolutely 100% necessary. But then you don't have people plugging in Bible scriptures, which actually Bishop Sam did this morning. There were two in particular. I know one was the one in regards to shake the dust off your feet. Shake the dirt off your feet, something like that. Okay. And the second one, where are my Bible scholars at? Okay. The second one was something else, but it was related to the person still have not changed the behavior. Right? So meaning you forgive them, but you keep moving. See, sometimes religious folks will make you think that no matter how much somebody is harming you, harming your mental health, putting you in danger in all kind of directions, that you got to forgive, honey. And these people need to be back into your life, back into your house, listen, we ain't doing that. You listening? We ain't doing that. Listen. It is very, very important to forgive, which is obviously a process for many people. Forgive where you're not carrying any hate in your heart, any resentment in your heart, any offense in your heart. Your spirit needs to be purified and cleansed from individuals who have afflicted and who have harmed you. And again, that's a process. Don't let anybody tell you how long it should take you. For some people, it may take a year to forgive one offense, and somebody else, it may take 10. But you can't shake the person and say, well, I forgave in 1 year. You're going to hell because you didn't forgive in 1 year. Forgiveness is a process, and we all receive things differently. We all hurt differently, right? So make sure you have no residue. Make sure you hate absolutely nobody. Seriously. If you got some residue still lingering, ask God to continue to help you to process this trauma so you can release it, so you can receive everything God has for you. So I forgive you for your afflictions. But if your behavior is still the same, you okay, if you forgive a person and the person's changed, like seriously, like you see the change, like this person is a completely different person, like then there's probably nothing wrong with having them back in your space if that's what you choose. But if a person is still doing the same things that they did to hurt you, and they're still moving like that, right? They're still being vindictive. They're still being evil. Why in the world would you allow that person back into your life? It makes absolutely no sense. So forgiveness is more about you in releasing them. But there are some people you got to forgive. Honestly, truly, you got to forgive. But if they're still moving a certain kind of way, you got to let that go. And don't let people, anybody tell you that this person got to be back in your life. We ain't doing that. Period. Number 3. I ain't going back and forth with you. I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. Listen. We ain't doing that this season. We're not going back and forth with you. Now, I will check you one good time, right? Because I heard, I forgot who, I heard somebody was speaking about how religious people will make you think that people can just sit there and, listen, religion will have you sitting here allowing people to just straight disrespect you, right? Just play with you all kind of way in your face. It's one thing if you're not doing it in my face, but you gonna come you can come on my channel, you gonna come like in my environment and disrespect me. So true. I mean, you can ignore it, right? You can ignore it, but I guess I'm just not on that level yet, right? Because I'm gonna check you one good time. Gonna keep it classy, but you will get checked. Point blank. Period. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I will check you. I will block you, meaning you have zero access to me. I will remove your comment because what you're not going to do, you're not going to bring your toxic energy and that mud duck behavior, right? Bottom feeders, just toxic, unhappy, miserable, truly just, aren't you happy to be alive at least? Just smile. Be happy that you're alive. You're not going to bring that energy over to my channel, over into my life personally, none of that stuff. So you're not going to come in my space. And true, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but put your opinion on your page. I'm going to delete that negativity because certain things carry energy and that stuff starts to transfer over to other people. No, I'm going to check you. I'm going to remove your foolishness, which is not often on my channel because I guess people just know, and I'm going to block you. But I ain't going back and forth with you. Period. Personally, personal life, I ain't going back and forth with you. If I tell you something that is offensive, if I tell you something that bothers me, the same way I'm going to respect you, right? Once I say it one time, maybe twice. But I'm just not going back and forth with you. I'm just not going to do it. We ain't doing that in this season. Where am I, guys? You guys know oh my goodness. I think I'm on number 4. Listen, let me tell you what we ain't going to do. Whoo, honey. This is also common. I wouldn't say so much in the religious community, but probably just the black community, I don't know. Hyping people up who don't deserve it. I'm not about to sit here and make no whole... I'm not about to sit here and make no whole paragraph and go and pay for a billboard to tell you Happy Father's Day or Happy Mother's Day and you weren't a great father or a great mother. Period. Now I'm going to respect you, and I'm going to honor you, and I'm going to acknowledge your day, right? Happy Father's Day, right? Here's some chocolate covered strawberries, right? And I'm speaking in general, guys. Speaking in general here, right? This could be Mother's Day, Father's Day. This could be like birthdays and Christmas and Valentine's. Like, listen, we're not about to be sitting here hyping up things and the person is not deserving of that thing just because it's a specific day. Because truth of the matter is, when there shouldn't be a specific date, right? Let's just say it's Valentine's, let's just say. And this man or this woman treats you like crap every other day, 364. And just because it's Valentine's Day, you're hyping up this. I ain't doing that. If you don't deserve to be doted on, I'm just not going to do it any longer. Again, acknowledge, respect, but nobody's about to be sitting up. I ain't doing it. We ain't doing that. Not in this season. This probably is one of my most pettiest recordings. Number what am I on, guys? 5. I'm gonna just stop counting. What I'm not doing is I'm not saying yes any longer if I don't feel like it. If I don't feel like coming, I'm not coming. If I don't feel like doing it, I'm just not going to do it. Period. I'm just not going to do it. And I don't owe you an explanation. I don't want to. I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. I can't come. I don't owe you no explanation. I don't care who's upset. I don't care that they think I'm the life of the party. I don't care if I personally don't feel like it, I'm not coming and I'm not doing it. It's for my own peace of mind. I'm protecting my peace. I'm protecting my sanity. I'm on a healing journey. And what comes with healing journeys is recognizing when you don't feel like doing something and being okay with that with zero apologies. Point blank period. We're protecting our peace. Next thing, speaking to peace. If you disturb my peace, I'm blocking you. If you disturb my peace, I'm blocking you. Point blank period. If you disturb if you disturb my peace in any way, I'm blocking you. If you grieve my spirit in any way, I'm blocking you. If I get a hint that you're trying to play with me all kind of way, I'm blocking you. If I get a hint that you're questioning my intelligence, I'm blocking you. If I get a hint that you're attempting to use me, because you can't use anybody, because God already shows the person you before you even came, right? But if I even feel a twitch, I'm blocking you. Point blank period. This is block season, honey. And you and your aunties can get it. Okay, number 7. I can't read my handwriting. Something about circles, obviously. Something, I don't know. I'm not going back in circles. Probably same thing with going back and forth. Just not going in circles. I'm just not going in circles. That's more about like manipulation tactics, right? Like you already know what it is, right? But now it's that reverse psychology, and now you're going in circles about a particular topic that you already know what it is. I'm not about to sit here and go in circles with you. We discussed this like yesterday, right? We had this discussion yesterday. Now we're back on the same thing here. I'm not going in circles. We're not doing that. We are not doing that this season. Chosen ones tapping. We just ain't doing it. Let them know. Number 8. Listen. guess I'm laughing because as I go through these are things that I used to do freely so much. And now it's just like, I'm serious, right? Number 8. I'm not listening to your baggage over and over and over and over, right? Listen, I got your back, right? Because we all go through our stuff. We all got them seasons where you know. But please, when you call me 1, even 2 times, vent, get all that stuff out. I'm going to support you. Seriously, I'm the shoulder. Come lay on my bosom. I got you, right? But we're not about to be sitting here in these toxic baggage relationships 5 times in one day. Okay? It happened. You're hurt. Vent. Right? Here's a couple of days. Just vent. Day 3, what are we going to do about it? What's the next step? How can I support you in the next step? I got you. But I can't take your baggage. God have released me of mine. That was a whole process. So now I got to protect my peace. I can't have you come and loading me with your baggage 8 days in a row. Just constantly the same thing over and over. He cheated 147 times in 2 months. But we have this conversation every day. Okay, sis, I got you. Girl, let me tell you, right? All men don't cheat, but yes, most do. I've been cheated on. Let me tell you, I've been a fool 1 time. I went back 1 time too, right? Yes, let's talk. Let's vent. Let's get all this stuff out, right? 1 day, 2 days. You're not calling me on day 13 with the same foolishness because you ain't packed and walked yet, right? I mean, there's 0 consequences, 0. You're calling me back on day 37 and say, girl, you know he ain't come home again. Oh, no, ma'am, sis. We ain't doing that. Sis, I love you. Whatever you decide to do, whatever direction, doesn't change my love for you. But I got to be in this place where things is just pure and peaceful, and I can't have toxic energy that's never ending and never changing. So I can't have this conversation again. Unless, I just can't. I just can't. It's the 87th day week. It's the 87th day. What are we doing, ma'am? Oh, honey, I got tears coming out my eyes. I don't know where this I don't even know where this petty post come from. I don't even know. Number 9. I can't see because my eyes are watering. Oh, you will not. Oh my goodness, you will not drain me because you're unhappy. Narcs got it bad with this. Narcs, this is one tactic that you will discover with a narc as well. Because they're so unhappy, they will deplete you of your energy and your happiness. Because 1, they don't even want you to be happy anyway. So they're going to do everything in their power, right? Say certain little sarcastic things, do little, all that nonsense, right? Because they want you to be unhappy. They want you to be mad. They want you to be lost, confused, all the stuff, right? But just in general, narc or not, you will not drain me with your unhappiness for different reasons. I naturally just have a gift to uplift people. Like, and I'm saying this in all humbleness, seriously. I don't even know how it works, but people always tell it to me, right? You know those people that when you get around them, they can ignite your spirit, right? So that's a natural gift that God has just blessed me with. So in that being said, if 97% of the people feel that way, and you're around me and you're still unhappy, you may be the problem. See, I think a lot of people just, granted, we're humans, so we have our days or whatever. I'm not speaking about days. I'm speaking about a lifetime of just, you are miserable. You think it's other people's responsibility to make you happy. You think your husband his job is to make you happy. You think the people around you, you're sitting there, you're miserable for whatever reason, right? You may have had some issues in life, right? We all have. It is your responsibility to heal that stuff. It is your responsibility to find your happiness. But yet you're assuming that a marriage or this or that is going to bring you happy. It's not going to bring you happy. Happiness comes from gratitude, right? Happiness comes from just knowing that you're here. Like God handpicked you for a purpose, right? And again, it's not to say everybody's perky all day, because y'all may think I'm perky all day. No, I have my days, trust me. But my good days outweigh, those days are just, But you got people in this world who will suck you dry, especially if you're an empath. They will. I just had a flashback. So I was at a dinner, right? This is probably about about a year ago, a little over a year. And see, empaths we're just so different. Again, because we feel people's stuff. Everybody else don't feel people's stuff. So there are like 6 of us at the table. One of the individuals in the group, now we're all having a great time, right? But there's one person in the group who is a person who deals with, this person deals with depression. They're also a narc. They have traits of a narc, I should say. They have traits of a narc and had some situations in life where life just dealt them a little hand for a little season. But this person have been a miserable person for years and years and years and years. There is nothing you can do to cheer this person up. This person is the person who will literally rain on everybody's parade just to get the attention that says, okay, everybody's smiling, everybody's happy, but now let's shift this energy to just toxic, miserable energy, and now it's just, everybody's just, now everybody else is enjoying themselves, right? Because they can't feel it, right? Or they can't feel it the way empath can feel it. So they just see it as, oh, here we go again. Here goes miserable Martha. Just stay over there on your side of the table and just be miserable. We're going to have a good time. All right, so the average person can do that who's not an empath. Empath, you can't even enjoy yourself because you're feeling miserable Martha. You're feeling miserable Martha's energy. So you can't even enjoy your food. You can't even, whatever you got, you can't even enjoy yourself. But then other people are looking at you like, just ignore Martha. Like, girl, have a good time. But you can't because you feel it. So the same way that Martha is feeling that depression, sorry, I got my other phone. That depression and that heaviness that Martha is feeling internally within herself, even if Martha don't want to feel it, but she's feeling it, well, the empath is feeling it. So I can't have unhappy people around me. I will do everything in my power until God says enough is enough to try to really pour into you, to try to make you see the glass halfway filled, to help you to understand that I understand life is beautiful, but life is not easy at all. So, but to help you understand that seasons do shift, to help you understand that life doesn't stop here. Yes, you took a hit, but where do we start to get back up, right? I will do everything in my power, but what I'm not going to let you do is drain my happiness because you're unhappy. Period. Number 10, we're saying no to people pleasing. Point blank, period. So really all the things on this list, I guess it can be surrounded around number 10. No more people pleasing. Again, as a chosen ones, many times you were either rejected, you were neglected, you were abandoned, you were misunderstood, you just were just different, set apart, right? Don't just different, period, right? So with that being said, a lot of the times that created people pleasing seeds in you very early on, you didn't even realize it, right? because you want to be accepted, you want to be understood, you want to be this and that. So now you're doing whatever to please everybody, even when it's making you miserable, even when you don't want to do it. You're just saying yes, 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 because it's bringing you back to somewhere in your past when your daddy said he was going to get milk and the fool, the child of God, never came back. And so you created the seed, and now you can't tell people no. People are just dragging you left to right, right? Because you feel if you tell them no, they're going to leave you like your daddy did. Let me tell you something, honey. Sadly, people can know they're draining you. People can know they're putting heavy loads on you. People can know they're adding. Is one thing if people don't know, and some may not know, because strong people tend to have a great tendency of hiding how heavy things can be in really, really heavy seasons. But some of these people, you can tell some of these people, I'm sorry, this is not a great week for me. I'm really going through my stuff. And 5 minutes later, they're calling you, adding your stuff on top of you. So sadly, people are not going to respect your boundaries. People are not going to respect your space and what you need, what you yourself need in order to protect your peace, if you don't put those boundaries in place. Now you, my chosen one, let somebody tell you that they're having a bad day or a bad week. Even if you had intentions on calling them with something, you wouldn't even bring it up again. You wouldn't even bring it up again. You wouldn't bring it up again. This is why a lot of the times the chosen ones feel like we don't have anybody. It's like everybody think we have all the answers. We're the wise ones. We're the this, we're the this, we're the this. Oh my God, you're just my such and such and all this other stuff, right? Then when we go through our stuff, we ain't got a soul. Well, we got the Lord, but we ain't got a soul. When you try to call somebody for some answers, for some something, they're like, well, I don't know. I mean, you always have the answers. I don't even know. So in saying that, it is your responsibility to prepare and protect the space that you need in order to be sure that you're not getting so depleted, right? And of course, you do have those couple of people in your, well, you should, hopefully you do. You have maybe one or two in your space where you can really go to and help get your cup filled back up. But I'm speaking as a whole, just in general here. But my chosen friends, we're not doing that, right? It's crazy, again, because like I said, most things on this list, we've probably done all of our lives, or some of them we've done all of our lives. But there's something about this season where God says, we ain't doing that. It's your girl, Kizzy Ross.